Everything looks normal until it isn't. Welcome to Horrificial, where calm is only the beginning. In Meadowvale Heights, the houses were built over something old, something the HOA never stopped serving. When the Halloways moved into 46 Whisper Lane, rain greeted them like an omen. The neighborhood brochure promised quiet, well-maintained community living, but the puddles reflected distorted faces that didn't match their own. Jack Halloway noticed the storm drains first. Wide iron mouths lining the streets, each marked with a small brass plaque, property of the Meadowvale Homeowners Association. His wife Claire found that funny. "Who owns a drain?" she'd joked. But that night, when she put their son Oliver to bed, she heard dripping, steady, deliberate, echoing from beneath the floorboards, and then, faintly, something like a man's voice whispering her name. The HOA president, Mr. Granger, welcomed them personally the next morning. He was tall, with a pale smile and too firm handshake. "Maintenance is everything here," he said, standing before the storm drain nearest their house. The founder of Meadowvale was passionate about that. He built the drainage system himself, said it keeps the neighborhood pure. He paused. "You'll hear stories. Don't listen to them." Behind him, water dripped from the grate, and beneath that, something breathed. Oliver started leaving his toy cars near the drain outside their driveway. "He likes them," the boy said. "Who does?" Claire asked. "The man down there. He says he used to live here before everyone else. He's lonely." Jack scolded him for making things up, until, that night, he saw the toy cars arranged neatly along the curb, pointing toward the storm drain. Someone had polished them. When Jack crouched near the grate, he heard a whisper, "You keep the rules clean, I keep the streets dry." At the next HOA meeting, Claire wandered into the hallway of framed photos, every HOA president since the neighborhood's founding. The earliest one was sepia-toned, a man in a dark raincoat standing by a storm drain. The brass nameplate read, Elias Mercer, founder and first president, 1928. But there was something wrong about the photo. In the reflection of the puddle, beside him Elias Mercer's face was missing, replaced by a black hollow like the inside of a drain. When Claire blinked, the reflection smiled. It rained harder that night than it had in years. Water rushed past the curbs, churning into the drains. Jack woke to a deep groaning sound beneath the house, like metal twisting. In the basement, the drain cover shuddered violently. Then came a voice, clear this time. "Rule number 1, no blockages." Jack stumbled back, shouting for Claire. When he looked again, the drain was still, but the cover bore new words, carved into the metal. Property of E. Mercer. Claire went to speak with Mrs. Bowman next door, hoping someone might explain. But Mrs. Bowman just smiled politely. "Oh, we all hear him sometimes. He built this place, you know. He visits when things get neglected." Claire noticed that every house had a perfectly raked lawn, but no one was outside maintaining them. No cars moved, curtains never shifted, the drains gurgled softly as if whispering approval. Mr. Granger arrived for an unannounced inspection. He walked through their home, clipboard in hand, noting the faint water stains along the baseboards. "You'll want to keep those clean," he said, tapping the wall. "If the founder sees neglect, he takes it personally." Jack frowned. "You mean the dead founder?" Granger's smile didn't falter. "He's not gone. He's below, keeping the foundation loyal." When Granger left, Jack found a slip of paper in his pocket he hadn't felt placed there. Drain number 46, overdue for offering. The smell of iron and rot filled the air by morning. Claire traced it to the bathroom drain, a foul, sweet stench that made her gag. Oliver was sitting near it, humming softly. "He said the water's rising again," he whispered. "He said it's my turn to help." That night, Claire dreamt of the founder crawling through the storm drains, dragging a wet burlap sack. Inside it, something moved. When she awoke, her hands smelled of mud. Jack stormed into the HOA office the next day, demanding answers. The receptionist, pale and mechanical, handed him a file labeled Drainage Compliance Records. Inside were maintenance, logs dating back decades, all signed by Elias Mercer. The last entry was dated 3 days ago. Next to the signature, smeared in black sludge, were the words, "All streets flow accordingly. The new residents comply soon." Rain fell again that night, harder than ever. Jack couldn't take it anymore. He pried open the storm drain outside their house. The stench hit him first, then the sound, water, chains, whispering. He lowered a flashlight. The tunnel stretched into blackness, walls glistening with something slick. At the far end, a pair of pale eyes blinked open. A voice, wet and smiling, rose from the dark. "Welcome home, Mr. Holloway. It's your turn to serve." Claire woke to find Jack gone. The storm outside howled like screaming. Following muddy footprints to the drain, she found a note taped to the mailbox. "Every street needs maintenance." Oliver stood beside her, whispering, "He's fixing it now." When she looked down, she swore she saw Jack's face, reflected in the swirling water, whispering from below. Then a pale hand reached through the grate, holding up Jack's wedding ring. The HOA called an emergency meeting the next morning. Mr. Granger stood before the neighbors, water dripping from his sleeves. "Mr. Holloway has joined the maintenance team," he announced. "Let us all thank the founder for his continued protection." The neighbors applauded softly, hollow, mechanical clapping. Their shoes leaked water onto the floor. Outside, the drains hissed, hundreds of voices whispering in sync. "Flow pure, flow clean, flow loyal." Weeks later, new residents moved into 46 Whisper Lane. They met Claire, smiling stiffly, her eyes ringed with sleeplessness. When the new couple joked about the strange smell near the drains, she just said softly, "Oh, that's just the founder checking the flow. You'll get used to him." As they drove off, Claire knelt near the drain and whispered, "It's done. The street is yours again." A cold wind answered, rippling through the puddles. From below, a voice murmured back, soft, almost fond, "Good work, Mrs. Holloway." And when the next rain came, water flowed cleanly again, except for one drain, where something pale and smiling waited just beneath the surface. The Holloways thought the HOA rules ended above ground, but some communities never stop collecting dues, even from the dead. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to Horrificial for more true-style HOA nightmares that dig deeper into the rot hiding beneath the suburbs. Next time, we'll visit a neighborhood where the HOA banned windows because something outside wouldn't stop looking in.